Good morning everybody, and welcome to my first podcast of 2021. Quite a different way to start a podcast, isn't it, out in the snow? But I just thought, seeing as I was walking and it's quite quiet, she says as a car goes by, this is, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the main busy road from my house to my local town, and it is so quiet. Today is, I think, I'm not sure, again, you know me and keeping tracks of the day, I should say. I think it's about the 6th or the 7th of January. And we're in lockdown again. This is the third national lockdown for the United Kingdom, and I can honestly say I think it's getting pretty serious now. Not that it wasn't serious before, but we just can't seem to get a hold of it, and it seems that we're taking pretty strict actions now. I've just learnt this morning that we are not allowing anybody into the UK unless they've been tested and had a clear COVID test, because they're worried about bringing the new strain into the UK. Anyway, I just wanted to say good morning while I was out and about in the snow. I'm all wrapped up, very grateful for all my woolies again today. And I will catch you later when I get back. I've showered and had breakfast, and I can share some of my knitting goodies with you. Hope you're all well, and I shall see you in a little while. Well, it's the afternoon now and I'm back from my walk. I've had a very warm shower, a nice hot chocolate, and now I'm in my craft room. So what I didn't say when I was out on my walk was Happy New Year everybody. Let's hope that 2021 is going to be a much better year than the previous one. You wouldn't think it could get any worse, would you? So fingers crossed, let's all hope for the best and keep a positive mental attitude. I really hope that everybody had a lovely Christmas and New Year as best you could under the circumstances. We had, well, when I say we, Tim and I had a very quiet Christmas, and I had an exceptionally quiet New Year as I was by myself. Since I've last seen you, Tim has been in hospital. Tim went into hospital on the 28th of December. Had his surgery, which was a triple heart bypass, on the 29th, and then came home on the 3rd of January. Anyway, he's been home a few days now. He's nicely settled in. He's a bit sore. He's doing very well, don't get me wrong, he's doing really well. The nurse has been out to see him, the district nurse, to remove stitches and take blood and check his blood pressure and things like that, and they're very pleased with him. He's got exercises that he needs to do, breathing exercises. He's got to walk around the house as much as he possibly can. He has got a list of light duties that he can do as the weeks go on. One of them is, it's quite hilarious really, because Tim is not anyway domestic, as in the house. He doesn't do no cleaning, he doesn't do washing, he doesn't do ironing, he does nothing like that. And on the top of the list was light dusting, which actually made him laugh. He thought it was amusing. But yeah, I mean, joking apart, he's doing really well. He's sleeping okay, not perfect, because obviously, you know, he's got to lie on his back. He's not a back sleeper, Tim, so he's not used to lying on his back. So some nights he is struggling sleeping, but we are getting there. We're both very thankful that it's all over and done with, and we're hoping that this next year that's coming now will eventually get itself sorted and we can start to live our life again, enjoy his retirement, hopefully visit friends, just being able to go out and do the simplest of things. Somebody asked me the other day what was the first thing I was going to do when I was allowed to go out and things, you know, got a lot better. And the first thing I want to do is just go and hug all my children. It's just the simplest of things that I've missed. It makes you sort of realise, doesn't it, when something like this happens, a huge pandemic like this that keeps us all apart, keeps us all from mixing and spending time with our loved ones, makes you just realise what is important to you. But I'm almost certain I've said that to you before. Today's drink, I am a little obsessed with these drinks. Today's drink is in my crafting cup. My friend and ex-boss Angela from the Bobbin Patch bought me this. It was in my advent calendar last year, and I'm still drinking my Yogi Christmas tea. I absolutely love this tea. I had a couple boxes as gifts. I ordered a couple of boxes myself, and I did actually speak to Tim this morning and say I'm going to try and order some more just in case. I don't know if you can get it any time of the year, but yeah. So that's what my drink of choice is today. Excuse me. I am going to get on because obviously I'm aware Tim is downstairs. Not that he's not capable of looking after himself. He's sat at the moment listening to an audio book. But I don't want to be away from him for too long. And at the same time, I wanted to come on and have a word with you, chat with you all my subscribers. There's a few different things that I wanted to tell you. One was about the questions and answers that we did on, I think it was the 23rd and the 24th, and I did answer some of them. I have still got some of them to answer, and I will answer them. I haven't forgotten them. It's just these past couple of weeks, I'm not going to lie, we have been very preoccupied, and I don't really want to do it today just because I've got other things that I want to show you, and so I will tag it on maybe over the next couple of podcasts that I do. But I will answer all your questions that you have asked me. So I am going to get on and start with, what have I got to show you today? I think I will show you my works in progress. Now I have got 3 work in progresses at the moment, so I'm going to start with one that's half finished that I have to say I am extremely proud of. All my notions and such likes, patterns, etc. are in this lovely bag from Moon and Mouse. This is my favourite Christmas bag. I have still got my things in here because I'm still making what was in it, so I'm still going to use it. And I am making, excuse me, should have got all this sorted before I did it. Inside Amy's Boots, these socks. Now, I have told you before about these. I think it's Amy designed these for Halloween. As you can see, they're witches' hats. Well, I am in a Zoom meeting, and there was a couple of us, I think there were 3, maybe 4 of us did this, and we all cast on. This was our Christmas Eve cast on. And here is my finished one. So yeah, so where the witches' hats, I've just realised, I can't believe I've realised a mistake, as they say on air, but hey, it is what it is. This is live and I've made a mistake. So these hats here should have been this red, not the green, but I don't mind. I actually love them. Anyway, this is my finished Inside Amy's Boots, and it was supposed to be Christmas. These were supposed to be red, but it doesn't matter. I loved making them. I've really, really enjoyed making them. I've never done much colour work before, and I'll be honest, it's not the neatest. It's not bad. It is definitely not bad, but I don't think it's the neatest. I took advice off some of my friends in my Zoom meeting, and I can't make sure I was careful to carry my floats. And when I was doing my stripes, I was careful to slip the first stitch of the old colour and then catch it and knit it on the end of the round, so you don't get your jog in your joins in your changing of your colour, that was new to me. This is the first time I've ever done a twisted rib, so this is a 1x1 twisted rib, and my friend Angela from Knitting on the Farm told me how to do this, and I have to say I really like it. It's really, really neat. So that is my first sock. This was, like I say, my Christmas Eve cast on. I have used, let me show you what I used. I do them on, or I have done these on the Adder 23, oh no, these are 20 centimetres and 2.5 millimetres. I really do like these small needles, but I have ordered a pair of Jacqui 2.25 and 100 centimetre wire, because I do want to try and have a go at knitting them. I have done it before, knitting them in the loop, and I started some socks of, I think it was So Sweet Violet, but my wire wasn't long enough and it just didn't feel comfortable. So before I knitted any more up, I only did about, I don't know, this much, maybe 3 inches. And before I knitted any more up, I'm a bit of a stickler for not using yarn again. I don't like yarn that's been knitted and then I have to re-knit it. So before I use too much up, I decided to undo them. Anyway, I digress already. So I have used Ellie from Craft House Magic. This is her, is it Blue Face BFL? All I Want for Christmas Is You. And it's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And it's an absolute beautiful set. So this is the set that I got from Ellie. Sorry, it's a bit bright in here. It's snowing outside at the moment, as you know, if you've watched the beginning. So it's blowing out the colour. But that is the set that I purchased from Ellie for the socks. And then this is one Tim and I dyed up last year. And that is just the red stripe that's in it. Can you see? That's that. Then I'm using my DPN holder, which my dear friend Brandy sent me in my advent swap, and my tin. This was this tin and these little don't know what you call them, stitch markers. I don't know if they have a specific name, but these little tiny stitch markers, let me show you. They're like everybody uses them, don't they? More so in sock knitting. So those and this little tin was in my advent calendar this year. That was one of the gifts. So that's in this bag. So yes, I've already got one sock done, which for me, that sock's been finished a few days now. So for me to get a sock done in 2 weeks is pretty good, really. I did spend some time by myself, as I've just explained, because Tim wasn't here for 6 days. So I did do quite a lot of knitting when I was by myself. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased with that. So hopefully I shall get number 2 casted on, hopefully sometime this weekend. So that's my first finished object. I am going to show you the best. I am just so pleased with this. I just need you all to know I am really pleased. Just bear with me, it's on the floor. I shall get it for you. My second work in progress, look at this smile, is, I'm sure you all know this, the Whitmoor sweater by Ami Lowden. So many people have done this. I'm very late. Well, I'm not actually late to the party. I did try and make it last year, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I was unsuccessful. That's all I'm going to say. I am knitting it on Jacqui, and the size is 4mm and 24 centimetres. I am using not very organised, am I? I can be forgiven, I guess, can't I? Please forgive me. I'm not using that. I am using Stylecraft, and believe it or not, it is a baby yarn. I am using Stylecraft, the double knit Bambino, and the colourway is Mellow Yellow, shade 3942, if anybody is interested. And here is my sweater. It's very difficult to show you, to be fair. I did think about putting it on a hanger. I have now split for the sleeves. Can you see that? I have now split for the sleeves, but I am absolutely in love with this. So that is the sleeves. Oh, is that not just beautiful? I absolutely love the colour. I love the design. I am so pleased with how well I've done it. Because don't forget, I am not a brilliant knitter. I don't, claim to be. My first, when I learnt to knit first, but crocheting is my passion. But I am so pleased with that. Look at that. Is that not lovely, that colour? And the design is beautiful. Can't wait to put it on and wear it. I think it's going to take me a while. I'm not going to lie, because, I have other duties I have to do, i.e. I'm now Nurse Jeanette. I'm also Chef Jeanette and house cleaner, shopper, picker up of medication, run to appointments. So for the next 6 weeks I've got my hands pretty full, really. So I am going to try and do as much as I can, but I'm not going to put any pressure on myself, because I just want to try and enjoy the time with Tim whilst he's recovering, keep him cheerful and in check. So yeah, I'll try and do as much as I can, but like I say, no pressure, not putting myself under any pressure. But is that not just beautiful? Let me have a look. Oh yeah, love it. Can you tell I'm pleased? Can you tell I'm really pleased with that? Anyway, so that is my second work in progress, which I am really pleased about. And my third work in progress, sorry if I keep bending down, but everything's on the floor down here. Let me just have a little sip. My third work in progress is something that I purchased in, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was February last year, when I went to house sit for my daughter while her and Justina and Maddox went on a skiing holiday. And I went down to Frome and did, actually, I think, yeah, I did. I vlogged while I was in Frome for the week. Anyway, it is the Wild Thistle cowl. Is that not just beautiful? I love the colours. Absolutely love the colours. And it's by Jacqui of Lowlander Yarn Studios. Let me just check that. Yes, Jacqui of Lowlander Yarn Studios. I got very friendly with Jacqui's mum, Helen. Excuse me. Not last year, the year before, when I was going through my radiotherapy after I'd had my breast cancer. And Helen, Jacqui's mum, had just gone through something very similar, but another part of her body, and we became quite good friends over the internet. And so this is how I got to find out all about Jacqui. So I bought this as a kit last February, and I was watching Tina from Simply in Stitches just before Christmas, and she had said that she was going to make a cowl a month in 2021. Now this really appeals to me, because anything that's too over-facing, as garments I mean, I get a little bit, I don't know how to explain this. I'm really enthusiastic when I first get going. I get all my ingredients, if you like, all my yarn. I collect all my things. I get a nice project bag, get it all together, start it off, and once my stitches get to over a certain amount, I think, oh dear, don't want to do that, it's too big. So it really appealed to me to do a cowl a month because it's so doable. I wear cowls, and it just really appealed to me when Tina said, like I said, from Simply in Stitches, that she was going to do one a month. So I thought, I'm going to join her. So for my first one, I thought I will make this, the Wild Thistle cowl. So that's it. It's a paid for pattern, so I'll just show you the picture. In the kit, it actually came in a kit. In a kit, you got the bag, the project bag, with the little thistle charm. There was other things in the bag. There was lavender pouch, tea bag. I think there was another stitch marker, and it came with the needles and the yarn that you use. Here I go again, itching nose podcast. Right, so here we go. So this is my cowl so far. Let me get it, because I've got lots of yarn hanging from it. I'm trying not to break the yarn. I'm trying to, you know, carry the yarn up so I don't have too many breaks. And this is how far I have got. The yarn is absolutely stunning. It's really, really beautiful. It's a really lovely pattern, very, very well thought out. I put this on my Instagram feed, and one of my followers said she'd love to have a go at cable, and it actually isn't cable. I know it looks very similar to cable, but it's not, and it's not difficult at all. If you can knit, if you can purl, and if you can yarn overs and things like that, then you'll be able to make this. It's not difficult. So that is how far I have got with January's cowl. It's beautiful, isn't it? The colours are beautiful. It's done on and this come in the kit as well, it's done on a 4.5mm, and it's a 24 inches, and it's a clover, and they're wooden needles, and these are the yarns. So we've got, oh, they're so nice, they're stunning colours. The green, which is, bear with me, it does actually tell you on the pattern. So let me have a look. So the green is called Moorland. Like I said, don't know if she's still got these in a shop, Jacqui. She is in America. I can't remember now where she lives, what part of the States, but she is in America. And so this is Moorland, and then this one is Heather Bloom Aubergine. And the yarn here is, I've never heard of this before, the yarn is Highland Way worsted, and it honestly feels absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that's my third work in progress. If you are interested in taking part, I don't know if Tina is doing a make along. I don't know if that's what she's doing, because I haven't watched any of Tina's podcast this year, and I do know that she's just put one up regarding her January cowl. I'm hopefully going to try and watch it this weekend. But yeah, I don't know if anybody's interested. If you are, she is Tina from Simply in Stitches on YouTube. Head over and have a look, and maybe you'd like to take part. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I do honestly think that I'll be able to do it. I think it's very, very doable. Because a cowl, you can get a cowl done in a few nights if you really put your mind to it, can't you? So yeah, I think that's very, very doable. A couple of other things that I want to show you. One of my finished objects. I was making this for somebody, a member of my family, Anyway, I'm not going to go into detail, but this was for a member of my family, and it's all finished now. And this is the cardigan, the baby bambino. I just wanted to show it to you because I've finished it now. And again, this is a double knit baby bambino, and it's a style craft pattern, and the number is 9503 if anybody is interested in making this. And then this is the finished little cardigan. How beautiful is that? I love it. And I've just put very plain, simple buttons on. It just has 2 button closures here. You just crochet 2 chains and join it from one to the other. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's that. It's got the pattern on the front and the pattern on the back, and it's just a, let me show you, I can't have to stand up. It's just a what do they call it, like a double-breasted, just a double-breasted. So yeah, that's that. That's my one finished object. And then crochet, I think I showed you this just before Christmas. I'd started making my gnome. I haven't got any information about this. I will put all the, if I haven't showed you the pattern or the numbers or given you the information from any of my items that I've made, I will leave it all in the description box below. Sorry. And so this was my Christmas gnome that I'd finished. Is that not cute? It's cute as a button, isn't it? I used sheepy stonewash all the way through. Can't remember, I think it was a 2.50 crochet hook. And that's all really, that's all I can tell you. He was proudly sat on my fireplace. Was he my fireplace? Can't remember where I had him now. A lot's happened since I decorated for Christmas in December. Yeah, so he's all finished. He's got a wooden tag on. This is a very, very old wooden tag. This is what I used to be when I had a shop when I lived in America, knitting net. So I quite like that wooden tag, so I'll put one of my old wooden tags on. But that's him all finished. So that's my second finished object. And then I just wanted to show you a couple of gifts that I'd had sent to me, which people are just so kind. This gift is from one of my lovely friends, Instagram friends, and a viewer of the podcast. Let me just show you the card she sent me. This card is absolutely beautiful. I love it. So this is from my Instagram friend Gail. Thank you very much, Gail. I absolutely love it. You are so kind. I'm not going to show you what's inside because it's a bit personal. So I received this beautiful card from her, which I am going to actually find a little frame and put that up in my craft room. And then she'd made me these adorable little things for the tree. So she made me a gnome. Oh God. I mean, I don't know, if you're a regular viewer, then you will know my love of gnomes and toadstools and mushrooms. Absolutely love it. So that is absolutely adorable. I love it. Can you see? His little all bendy hat and his little wispy beard. So she made me that, which will go nicely on my tree next year. And this, which again, I absolutely love. How cute is that? Little snowman with his earmuffs on. And look at this. A face mask. Is that not the sign of the times? We'll always remember this as being a gift for Christmas from Christmas 2020. Oh, that is just adorable. Absolutely adorable. Oh, and I'd not noticed that before under his little... She's even got a charm that says 2020. Gail, I'd never even noticed that. That is amazing. Oh, how lovely. Thank you so much. So that's that. And of course, sweeties, which we have got a couple left. I got some of these Quality Street Yeah, Quality Street, truffles. And a tea, or a few teas. I got a few sweets and a few teas. So thank you very much, Gail. That is so sweet of you. I really do appreciate it. I have got such nice viewers on my podcast. I've got some lovely friends on my Instagram. I have made so many lovely friends over the past 12, 18 months. Yeah, I'm very blessed. Thank you very much. And then the last thing I want to show you that's yarn related. If you watched my Vlogmas, you will see that I did a swap with the lovely Jane from Mouse _ knits and crafts. Oh, I always get that wrong, Jane. I'm so sorry. I'll put it on the screen. I do apologise, Jane, if you watch it. And my lovely swap partner, Liz, who is also on Instagram. On day 25, I opened the gift and was really surprised. Not surprised, that's the wrong word. Shocked, thrilled, only because I know how it's, for me, this isn't easy, and you'll see what I mean now. So my lovely friend, swap partner Liz, made me a pair of socks. But look what she did. This is just brilliant. So she made me a pair of socks, and then when it came to the foot, she put it on spare yarn, sent me the ball of yarn if I wanted to do it longer, and then also sent me the contrast for the toe. I was just ×2. And I haven't done them because I just wanted to show you what Liz had actually done. Absolutely brilliant idea, and I am thrilled with them, Liz. Because I love homemade socks, but you all know, it's not something I do on a regular basis, or it comes very natural to me. It is getting better, but when you receive something like this, yeah, I just don't know what to say, but thank you. But I don't know now whether to carry on and do my toe in this or to actually do it with the contrast. I can't make my mind up. Anyway, and then the other thing that I wanted to ask you. Now I've got these pair of socks and the pair of socks, the Christmas pair of socks that I'm making. But I decided that next year I wanted to keep a journal of everything that I make, whether it be knitting, crocheting, sewing. So I decided to get a grip and do just that. So I had this already in my stash of, I don't know what you want to call it, books, paperwork. It's just a plain bound book, brown book. But what I've done is I got some of my vintage linen that I bought from a lady in France, and I've kind of embroidered a pair of socks, and it says socks 2021, even though it looks like 7, that's a 1. And I did think about pulling it back, and then I thought, no, I like it. And isn't that what matters? As long as you enjoy what you do and you like what you do, that's all that matters, isn't it? So I thought, no, I'm not pulling it back. I like it. So then I put some of this fancy lace round it, and that's what I've done. And then every time I finish a pair of socks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture of the socks in, some samples of the yarn. I might doodle a frame around because I've actually bought myself some gel pens, all these different colour gel pens. So this is just going to be my sock book. But my question to you is, I don't know if I'm cheating or not, so this is why I thought I might ask. The socks that were sent to me as a gift, am I allowed to put them in my sock book for 2021? I know I didn't make them, but I have to finish them off. So does that count? I personally think it does. But if you think that's cheating, do let me know and I won't do it. Or I might just put it in the back of the book and explain where they've come from and who did it and what date I got them. Now that might be a better idea. Anyway, so that is for my socks. So then I got to thinking, what about me crocheting? Because you do know I like to crochet some amigurumi. I'd quite like, in my list of things, I'm not going to put myself under any pressure, in my list of things that I'd quite like to make this year, a couple of those things are from Lucy. I'm sure you all know Lucy of Attic 24. There's quite a, well, when I say there's quite a few, there's a lot of Lucy's blankets that I would like to make, but in particular a couple. I would like to make Lucy's blooming cushion, so I thought I'd buy myself a crochet journal, very inexpensive, off the internet. And this is all, let me show you a page, this is all pre-printed for you. So it says the project's name, created for, start date, end date, hook size, pattern, design source, gauge, extra tools, and then you can write down samples of your yarn, what dye lot it was. You can put a yarn sample in. Oh, dropping that on my knee, sorry. You can put your yarn sample in here, and then at the bottom it's just sketch photos, write any memos. So that's my one for crochet. So this is going to be a mixture of not just crocheted items, but I'm going to use this for all my crocheting, some amigurumi, whether I make a blanket, a cushion. I'd quite like to make a couple of hot water bottle covers that I've seen that I quite like, so that's that one. And then last but no means least, this my little book of positivity, and I am going to endeavour to try and fill this in on a daily basis. I'll be honest, I have made one entry. Don't want to show it to you because obviously it's private. It did come this with stickers. Let me show you. Is there one there? So it did come with a couple of stickers. But I do think this next year is going to be a very important year for Tim and I, for many reasons. Mainly his health. I'm hoping that in another 6 weeks he'll be like a new man, and then in 6 months we'll be off doing what we want to do and enjoying his retirement and enjoying our life. But I do want to keep my thoughts and what I'm actually grateful for. It makes, this last year has made me realise the small things in life matter. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that too much because, yeah. So with that said, I think I've shown you more or less everything that I want to show you. I am busy sewing at the moment. I have got quite, well, when I say quite a few bags, I think I've got about 3 or 4 bags finished, but I'm not going to show them to you because, again, I'm not putting myself under any pressure of when I'm going to put them in the shop. I am hoping to sew this afternoon for a couple of hours, and yeah, and basically just keep an eye out on my Instagram feed, and I will try and get to do a podcast every couple of weeks. But again, if you don't see me, please don't think that I fell off the radar, because I haven't. It's just that I am, like I explained, playing nursemaid and everything else to Timothy, which obviously I'm sure you'll understand is my first priority and has to come before anything. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. This 3rd lockdown again must be horrendous for everybody who's got to homeschool, who's been furloughed. It must be such a worrying time for everybody. My heart really does go out to you, and I just hope that you can keep your chin up, carry on crafting, and it helps you through. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. If you do like what you see, don't forget to press that subscribe button down below and give me a thumbs up. And I shall see you in a few weeks. Take care now. Bye-bye.